Welcome to this lesson on solving multi-step equations. So let's go over a few reminders for solving equations. Solving an equation means to isolate the variable or get the variable by itself. And by doing so, you're finding the value of that variable that makes the equation true. Also remember, if you do something to one side of the equation, if you add or subtract, multiply or divide, if you do anything to one side, you need to do the same thing to the other. Because you want to keep the equation true and balanced. Okay, so here are some steps that will help you to solve equations. First of all, you want to simplify each side if there is anything to simplify. So things like combine like terms, or if you need to distribute, go ahead and do that first to both sides. Next, if you have variables on both sides, move all the variables to the same side. So if you have an x on the left and an x on the right, you want to move them all to the same side so that you can combine like terms. If there are constants on both sides, and remember that's a number without a variable, you want to move them to the opposite side, the other side of the variables. So variables go on one side, constants go on the other. And then lastly, you want to use inverse operations to isolate the variable. Okay, so let's try some of these now. So number one, I want to simplify the left side of this equation by distributing first. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. Now we just have a two-step equation. So I want to isolate x, so I want to move that negative 15 first. And I want to use the inverse operation, so I want to add 15 to both sides. That's 0, so I'm going to bring my 3x down. Always bring your equal sign down. 6 plus 15 is 21. And then I want to do the inverse operation, 3 times x, so I want to divide. 3 divided by 3 is 1x, or just x. And 21 divided by 3 is 7. All right, number 2, I have some things to simplify on the left-hand side. I have like terms that I want to combine. 4x and 2x, those are like terms. So 4x plus 2x is 6x. Then I'm going to bring everything else down. All right, next I want to add 5 to both sides. That's 0, so 6x equals 30. And then finally, I want to divide by 6 on both sides. That's 1x, or just x, equals 5. And remember, you can always substitute back in to check. Let's do that quickly with number 1 and number 2, just to check and make sure that you did it correctly. So I'm going to substitute 7 in for x. Okay, so let's do the parentheses first. 7 minus 5 is 2. And then 3 times 2 is 6. So we know we did it correctly. All right, same thing over here. I'm going to substitute 5 in for x. So 4 times 5 is 20. 2 times 5 is 10. 20 plus 10 is 30. And 30 minus 5 is 25. It's always an easy way to check and make sure you did it correctly, especially on a test, so you're not just guessing if you did it right. All right, let's go ahead and try number 3. So number 3, I have variables on the left and right side of the equation. So I want to move all of those to the same side. And I want to move my constants to the other side, my numbers that don't have variables. I always move the smaller variable first. So I have 6x and 2x. 2x is the smaller out of those two numbers. If I can, because that way I'm not dealing with negatives if I don't have to. So I'm going to move this 2x to the other side. It's a positive 2x, so I'm going to do the inverse and subtract 2x. So 2x minus 2x, that's 0. 6x minus 2x is 4x. And then I'm going to bring everything else down. Don't forget that equal sign. All right, now I just have a two-step equation. So I want to isolate the variable. I want to get x by itself. So I can add 4 to both sides. So I'm moving those constants to the other side. That's 20. And now I can divide by 4. 20 divided by 4 is 5. All right. And then number 4, we have a lot going on here. So I'm going to distribute that 1/2 first. And don't freak out about the fraction. It's okay. We're just taking half of 8 and half of 4. So we're multiplying 1/2 times 8, or half of 8, which is 4x. And then half of 4, 1/2 times 4 is 2. And then bring everything else down. Okay, now I have a problem similar to number 3. So I want to move my variables to one side and my numbers to the other. So I'm going to subtract 2x first. 2x minus 2x is 0. Bring everything else down. Now I want to subtract 2 from both sides. 2 minus 2 is 0. And then divide by 2. So x equals 4. All right. Go ahead and pause the video now and try 1 through 4 on the next page by yourself, and then we'll check it. Okay, so let's see how you did. So number 1, I have variables on both sides. Now, I always say move the smaller variable if you can, because that way you're not dealing with negatives. Now, in this case, this one's a little bit different, because if I move that 4x, I'm not going to have anything left on that side. So in this case, I could do 2 things. I could move the 4x, and I'm going to show you what happens. So 4x minus 4x is 0. 6x minus 4x is 2x. Bring everything down. Now you can't leave nothing on one side of the equal sign, so if there's nothing left, you need a placeholder, which is 0. Now I can add 8 to both sides. And divide by 2. Now, that's not the only way. Let me go back and show you the other way, because some of you may be thinking you're just doing extra steps. Why are you doing that? You definitely don't have to do it that way. I could have moved the 6x. All right, so 6x minus 6x is 0. Bring down your negative 8. Remember that sign stays with it. 4x minus 6x, just be careful with your integer rules, is negative 2x. And then I can divide by negative 2 on both sides, which still gives me 4 for x. And if you want to write it like this, that means the same thing. Okay, number 2, let's see, I need to distribute on the right side. So I'm just going to bring the left side down. So 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times 6 is positive 12. Now I want to get my variables on one side and my numbers on the other, my constants. So I'm going to subtract 6x first. I always move my variables first. You can move the constants first. You can move them both at the same time. It's up to you. All right, so 7x minus 6x is just 1x, or x. All right, and then add 4 to both sides. So x is 16. All right, number 3, I have like terms on the left side. So 9x minus 4x, that's 5x. Bring everything down. Okay, now I'm going to subtract 17 from both sides. 47 minus 17 is 30. And then divide by 5. So x equals 6. All right, last example. We haven't done one quite like this yet. So usually you're going to add or subtract first, but in this case, I have an expression that's being divided by 6. That expression stays together until I get rid of the divided by 6. So I want to do the inverse of division, which is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply by 6 on both sides first, because 6 over 6 is 1. And I can just bring the expression down. 4 times 6 is 24. And now I can solve it like a two-step equation. So subtract 8 from both sides. Then divide by 2 on both sides. So x equals 8. All right, go ahead and pause the video now and try the last few by yourselves, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll go over it. Okay, let's see how we did. So on number 1, we're going to distribute. Now we're actually going to keep that negative with the 2. Remember, the sign that's in front of the term stays with the term, so we're distributing a negative 2. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 8 is negative 16. Now we have some like terms on the right side. We have a 3 and a negative 16. So let's combine those. 3 minus 16 is negative 13. And then I'm just going to bring down my negative 2x. Lots of negatives going on here. Okay, now I want to isolate my x. So I'm going to move that negative 13 first by adding it to both sides. Bring down the negative with the 2x. And then divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. So 28 divided by negative 2 is negative 14. That's my value for x. Or you can write it like this. Same thing. Okay, number 2. Let's go ahead and distribute. We actually are going to distribute on both sides. So 2x plus 12. 3x minus 24. And let's see here. I'm going to move this 2x. I always move the smaller of the x's usually. So 3x minus 2x is just x. Bring everything else down. And then add 24 to both sides. Or you can write it x equals 36. If you messed up on one of these, you can always pause the video and correct it and then go back and make sure you did it correctly. Okay, the last two, these should be numbered correctly on yours, 3 and 4. Find the student's mistake. So this problem has already been worked out. We're trying to find the mistake. And the mistake is, for number 3, when this student combined like terms, 4x and 2x, instead of adding, it looks like they subtracted. So right here, this should be 6x. So that's the mistake. On number 4, it looks like they got rid of the negative 5 before they got rid of the 2. So we know we should do this. We know we need to multiply by 2 first. and then we can proceed. We can't get rid of anything here before we get rid of that divided by 2. Okay, you can go ahead and stop the video now and complete the practice, and then check it with your teacher.